x plus 4 plus x plus 2 equals 10 plus x. So these are similar to the problems we were doing before, but now we have a little bit of x on both sides. So how do we do this? Well, we want to combine like terms and then get rid of any numbers that are by themselves and then isolate x. In short, we want to get x by itself. So let's see how we do that. The first thing is to combine any terms that look alike. So here we have two of these terms with x in them on the left side. We can only combine terms that are on the same side of the equation. So x plus x equals 2x. So I'm going to just combine those two terms and just say 2x. And then this 4 plus 2 is 6. So I'm going to say plus 6. So I combine the two x terms into 2x, and then I combine the two numbers 4 and 2 into just 6. And that equals, on the right side of the equation, 10 plus x. And I'm just going to rewrite that without changing anything. That's this right here, the 10 plus x over on the right side. I have an x term on the left and I have an x term on the right. Tell you what, let me first rewrite this equation as 2x plus 6. And I'm going to leave a little bit of space here. And then that equals 10 plus x. I'm just rewriting it. First, I want to get all the x terms on the same side. So I've got 2x on the left, and I've got a 1x over here on the right. So I'm just going to decide to move the one, or get rid of the one that's on the right. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to subtract an x from both sides. That way, one of these x's will go away. So what does that do for me? Over here on the left side, or excuse me, over on the right side, I now have 10 plus x minus x. And this x minus x, the plus x minus x, is 0 now. So when I rewrite the equation, everything on the right side is now 10, and that's it, just 10, because otherwise it would be 10 plus 0, which is the same as 10. So that's good. We got rid of the x on the right side. And now what are we left with over here on the left side? We have a 2x plus 6 minus x. Well, once again, we can combine those like terms. 2x minus x just becomes 1x. Okay, see what I did? And then plus 6. So I combine this term right here. This 2x minus x right here is just like 2 minus 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1. So that just leaves 1x. 2x minus 1x is 1x. I could have a 1 out here, but you really don't need it, right? But I could put a 1 out there. X and 1x are the same thing. So now we're almost there. We've almost got x by itself, but we need to get rid of this 6. So how do we do that? I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. So I'm going to subtract 6 from the left side, and I'm going to subtract 6 from the right side. When we simplify the left side, 1x, I'm just going to write that as x. And then plus 6 minus 6 is kind of like plus 0, right? I really don't have to write this out, but just to be formal, I'll just say x plus 0. And that equals, on the right side, 10 minus 6 is 4. So when I simplify that, instead of x plus 0, I could just write x. And in that way, x equals 4. And that is the solution to the problem. That's your answer. That's really all you have to do. So what did we do? Just looking back on this, first we combined like terms. So the original x plus x up here in the first equation, or the top equation, the original problem. This x here that I'm marking in green plus that x there was combined to be 2x. The 4 plus 2 was combined to be 6. And then the right side of the equation, we just left it unchanged. The 10 plus x, at least in the first step, we left that unchanged and just rewrote it. And then we subtracted an x from both sides. We can do anything we want to both sides of an equation as long as we do the same thing to both sides. And that's how we got rid of the x on the right side. We had 10 plus x. We just subtracted an x from both sides. That's what's showing here in white. So we did this one right here, minus x, and we also did another one over here. And so when we simplified, on the left side we had 2x plus 6 minus x. We combined the like terms of the two terms that have x's in them. 2x minus 1x is just 1x, just like 2 minus 1 is 1. So that's what this 1x is. The 6, we just brought it down to right here. Okay. And then over on the right side, 10 plus x minus x simplified to just 10, shown in white. And then to get rid of this 6 on this side, we subtracted 6 from the left side. And anything we do from the left side, we also have to do to the right side. So that's what this 6 is, the two 6's in blue. And so that left us with 1x plus 6 minus 6 is really just x plus 0 on the left side. And on the right side, 10 minus 6 is 4. So our solution is x equals 4. Well, we could just stop right there, and that's perfectly okay. But it's also good to check our work and make sure that that really is the solution. Make sure we didn't make a mistake. So what we want to do is plug in our x equals 4 back into the original equation and see if both sides are equal. If x is the right answer, both sides of that equation should simplify to two equal numbers. So let's do that. First thing I'm going to do is rewrite our original equation over here on the right. But everywhere there is a x, I'm going to plug in our solution of 4. So here goes. This first x, I'm going to write a 4 plus this 4 right here. I'm just going to rewrite it again. That's another 4. Just a coincidence, it's also a 4. Plus x. Well, that's another 4, right? Because our solution is 4. Okay, just plugging it in. Plus 2, that's this 2 right here, is equal to 10. I'm just rewriting this 10 plus x. And what are we plugging in everywhere for x? Our solution of 4. So I'm just going to write that in. And now I'm going to sum these numbers on the left side. 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12, plus 2 is 14. And that equals the numbers on the right side. 10 plus 4 is 14. So we got two numbers that are equal. So our solution of x equals 4 checks out. And that means we got the right answer. So now we not only solve the problem, but we're sure we solved the problem. And that will work out very well because we're going to get 100 on our test now. We know we got the right answer. So I'm going to give us an A+.
Thumbs up and subscribe. For more videos like this, check out algebravideos.com.